for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching.
Ready to interrupt some good conversations. I love interrupting great conversations. It is my absolute favorite thing to do, to interrupt beautiful conversations. So thank you so much, everybody, for letting me interrupt your beautiful conversations. We're going to start the event in about 2 minutes. And so if you already have a seat, I invite you to remain comfortable. If you haven't yet located a seat, but you've been checked in, we do advise that you do that. We didn't prepare carpets for that, accommodation. And if you're still going to register, please register. But we will be beginning this event in about 5 minutes on schedule if you don't include the 15 minutes that have already elapsed. So thank you so much. We're going to see you seated very, very soon. And for all intents and purposes on my clock, it is going to be 7 o'clock on the dot when we start the event. Thank you so much.
Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching.
Hello, hello. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What are our lovely faces and beautiful attires? Everyone is dressing nice, okay? Good job, everybody. Clap yourself, yeah. All right. Welcome, everybody, to the third annual Black Excellence Dinner at the end of the walk week. 3 years, and we're still going, baby. Let's go. Yeah. All right. I'm Saif Al-Maleh, and fortunately for you, maybe not, I'll be your host for today. I'm a junior pursuing a dual degree in aerospace engineering and political science. Thank you. And on campus, I serve as the national liaison for the National Society of Black Engineers. Thank you. I'm an active member of Design Build Fly, and I'm a dedicated contributor to the Diversity and Inclusion, Race and Ethnicity Department in the student government. Thank you. So I'm Egyptian, born and raised, heart and soul. I'm a proud African who's passionate about traveling. I've been to many places. I learned to appreciate diversity in Brazil. I learned to embrace social justice in South Africa. I learned to appreciate art in Rome, and most importantly, never talk politics in the US. But 60 years ago, there was a man who was, unlike me, not afraid to talk about politics. He was not afraid to challenge the status quo and stand up for injustice. I have a dream, he said. Yes, amen. Martin Luther King's words inspired generations, fueled them with hope to do progress, to change, to be the change makers in their societies. And this tonight, we celebrate the outstanding leaders on campus whose contributions made profound and positive impact on the society, of our Black society on campus, and we appreciate them. They weren't just inspired by hope, they also took it upon themselves to make progress. And that's why our theme for tonight is hope and progress. And as it's our tradition in Notre Dame, I would love to invite Dr. Doc Thompson to lead us in prayer. Dr. Thompson is the Executive Director of Diversity and Engagement in the Division of Student Affairs. He's oversighting the Center for Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion, Multicultural Student Programs and Service, the Gender Relations Center, and the Office of Student Enrichment. Please help me welcome Dr. Doc Thompson.
Good evening. You all look amazing. All right, let us pray. All-loving and powerful God, we gather tonight in gratitude for the life and legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King, Jr. We thank you for this moment and for this beloved community. Bless our celebration as we honor his dream of justice, equality, and love. We ask for your blessings upon all who are present this evening. Fill our hearts with your spirit of compassion and guide us to reflect your glory in our actions. Grant us strength and courage to continue the work of justice and equality that Dr. King so passionately pursued. Bless the food we're about to receive and those who have lovingly prepared it. Instill in us a spirit of joy and encouragement as we strive to embody Dr. King's vision in our daily lives. We ask this through Christ our Lord. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Dr. Thompson. That's a heartfelt and inspired words, and we truly appreciate your words and your wisdom and blessings. May we carry this spirit of gratitude and unity as we continue with our program. Now, I would love to invite the Director of Diversity and Inclusion, Race and Ethnicity Department in the student government to give the welcoming speech. So, he's my boss. He's a sophomore studying computer engineering and political science. He's a Husberg USCO Scholars Program, and he's a McNeil Common Good Fellow. He's an excellent leader, a caring friend from Johannesburg, South Africa. Please help me welcome Kazazak.
I think we must, I'm going to use my 5 minutes to call for us to invest in a clock over here, because it's not my fault that the event is officially starting, like I said, at, if you check your clocks, 7 o'clock, right? Can we agree 7 o'clock? Thank you so much. They don't like it over there. The engineering table, they're on time. So, first of all, I thank you for deeming it necessary to be here at this important event. On behalf of the students and the scholars, the athletes, the staff and faculty, the architects of Black excellence at Notre Dame, it is my privilege to not just welcome you into this room, but to honor the 336 legacies of those who have come before you that you bring with you tonight. So can we clap for the legacies of those who you bring with you, for those who have defined Black excellence? We appreciate them and we mark their contributions at this fantastic evening. For 3 years, this gathering has done more than unite students, faculty, and staff. It has affirmed a lasting truth that Black excellence is not simply a passing moment, nor a memory left to fade. It is the mountain wind, rising with purpose, carrying voices that will not be silenced. It is the great wave, relentless in ambition, reshaping the shore with every surge. It is the breaking dawn, casting light on unstoppable progress and new hope. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 3rd annual Black Excellence Dinner. In the fall of 1945, a young man named Fraser Thompson stepped onto this campus. He was the first Black student to enroll and successfully graduate at the University of Notre Dame. But his admission was so unexpected that some believed it might have been a mistake because his name did not suggest his race. Now, in the winter of 2025, I stand here in my 2nd year at Our Lady's University, the first African director of diversity and inclusion in Notre Dame's student government. I stand here not as an anomaly, but as a proof of progress. I stand here with a name that my parents gave me, Kaza, meaning persevere, and Kazrukanyo, meaning fearless. Fraser Thompson took a step many deemed impossible, but because I did, I stand here today not as a question mark, but I stand here today at home. And so I invite all of you to join with me this evening as we define not what has just been, but we define what is to come. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much and enjoy the evening.
I like the 2 minutes of music. They really teased us right there. Well, I actually would love to go back to the music, but first of all, thank you so much, Kaza. That's such a wonderful speech, and I love how you take pride in every progress you make. Kaza have been an excellent leader and point for change on campus. He did a lot. I mean, you can see it in this dinner today. So thank you so much, Kaza. Thank you. Well, I wouldn't prevent you from listening to this beautiful music, and I will lead you back to it. And in the meanwhile, enjoy our serving of salad. Bon appetit, or as I say in Egypt, bilhana wa shifa. Yes. Back to music.
Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching.
So, for some of you who didn't get their name tag upon signing in, they are still back at the chicken table. If you can go back and get your name tag, if you haven't already got them, that would really help us, our staff, with distributing the meals according to your indicated preference. So again, if you don't have your name tag in front of your table, please feel free to go to the chicken desk and get the name tag. Or if you remember your preference, it might be easy just to tell the waiter. It's up to you. Thank you, and back to the music, and enjoy.
Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching. Your Notre Dame live stream will begin soon. Thanks for watching.
Hello. Well, how's everyone enjoying their meal? Good? Nice. Yeah, I hope you didn't think that the salad was the only serving of today. I also got I was like, what's that? Salad? Where's my steak? But thank God it's not the only salad. Well, while we're enjoying our meal for today, feel free to keep eating while I'm talking. We're gonna move on with our schedule for tonight. So I would love to introduce our first keynote speaker, Mrs. Alex Sejdinaj. She is self-taught coder from Atlanta, Georgia, who is dedicated to making coding education accessible to everyone. After earning a Bachelor in Engineering from University of Notre Dame, she founded South Bend Code School, an award-winning tech education company with her husband. As the CEO of South Bend Code School and CEO of both CodeWorks and Give Grooves, Alex is driven by her passion for client interaction and tech accessibility. She leads teams that deliver cutting-edge solutions in application development, process automation, web design, and analytics. Wow. All while maintaining a focus on making technology approachable for everyone. Please welcome with me, Alex, on stage.
Good evening, everyone. It is such a blessing to get to be here with you all tonight. I have to admit, when I first heard about this event, I was both surprised and excited. I was surprised because when I was a student here, this type of celebration didn't exist. But I was excited because what a beautiful thing it is that we get to take a moment to celebrate one another, to honor the excellence, resilience, and strength that exists right here within our Notre Dame community. And let's be honest, I also just love a good excuse to get dressed up. And you all do look amazing. Everyone here looks absolutely amazing tonight. But beyond the glitz and the glamour, this event represents something far deeper. It represents love in action, love for one another, and love for the legacy that you're building together. Being a minority student at a predominantly white university isn't always easy, as many of you know. There are times when you don't feel represented, when you feel invisible, and when the weight that you're carrying feels far too heavy for you to bear alone. I remember stepping onto campus as a freshman, straight out of Atlanta. It's a city that is full of Black culture and community. Coming to Notre Dame was a culture shift that I wasn't fully prepared for. I went from feeling surrounded by people who understood me to sometimes being the only Black student in the room. There were classes where I was one of a few, and there were others where I was the only one. that isolation was something I had never experienced before. The hardest moment for me came during my sophomore year. It was fall semester when Troy Anthony Davis, a black man in Georgia, was facing execution for a crime he likely didn't commit. Many of you may be familiar with his story. Troy Davis had been convicted of murdering Mark McPhail, an off-duty police officer, and the case against him was riddled with doubt. There was no physical evidence tying him to the crime, no weapon, no fingerprints, no DNA. The conviction relied heavily on eyewitness testimony, and over time, 7 out of 9 of the key witnesses recanted their testimonies, saying that they had been coerced or pressured by police. Despite these serious concerns, and despite the fact that Troy Davis had consistently maintained his innocence, the courts denied his appeals. His case became an international rallying cry, drawing attention from figures like the late former President Jimmy Carter, the late Pope Benedict XVI, and the late Archbishop Desmond Tutu, as well as organizations like Amnesty International. Protests were held worldwide, and in approximately less than 4 months, over 600,000 people signed petitions calling for a stay of execution. But despite the international outcry and widespread protests, on September 21st, 2011, Troy Davis was executed. I remember feeling completely shattered. Like so many others, I had signed petitions, called state senators, and done everything that the internet told me I could do to possibly make a difference. But it wasn't enough. The day after his execution, I walked into class expecting someone, anyone, to acknowledge what felt like a national tragedy. I thought my professors might bring it up, that my classmates might share the heartbreak that I was carrying, but the silence was deafening. In that moment, I felt invisible, unseen, like the pain and injustice that weighed so heavily on me didn't matter to the world around me. I'm sure many of you have had your own versions of that moment, times when you felt like your voice, your experiences, or your very existence weren't valued. But here's what I learned. Love and community together can be a lifeline. During my time at Notre Dame, what got me through those most difficult moments was finding my community. Groups like Shades of Ebony and the Black Student Association, or BSA, were blessings to me. They were spaces where I could be understood and where experiences reminded me I wasn't alone. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. often spoke about the power of love, specifically agape, an unconditional love that seeks the good for others without expecting anything in return. It's the love that God has for us and the kind of love that we're called to give one another, and its impact is profound. As Dr. King said, agape is purely spontaneous, unmotivated, groundless, and creative. It's the love of God operating in the human heart. And when I think about the love that God has for us being spontaneous, unmotivated, groundless, and creative, that is just such a beautiful thing to me. The love I found in those communities on campus transformed me. It gave me the strength that I needed to keep going, Even when I felt marginalized, it reminded me that we're stronger together and that healing and resilience are found in connection. As we move forward tonight and beyond this event, I'd like to encourage us all to do a few things. First, find community. Be a part of an uplifting and encouraging community. And remember to not just take from it, but pour into it. For our students, I encourage you to keep the South Bend community in mind as you forge these connections. One thing I didn't do enough as a student was venture out into South Bend. Looking back, having been a resident of South Bend, I now realize that I wish that I had. This city is full of incredible people who have walked similar paths as you and who hold a wealth of wisdom about how to overcome challenges. Seek them out, learn from them, and contribute to these vibrant communities that exist around you. There's so much to gain from reaching out and forging relationships with people who exist outside of the campus bubble. They can remind you that you're never alone and that both love and community exist both on and off campus for you. For university staff and professors, know that the work that you do to show your students that you care does not go unnoticed. Whether it's starting a lesson the week before finals with breathing exercises, reminding students that their grades do not define their value, or sharing stories of personal challenges that you've overcome to reassure them that this too shall pass, your kindness makes a difference. Even the smallest gestures, like a knowing head nod from a professor who gets it, an acknowledgement of their reality, can mean the world to a student who feels unseen. You're not just teaching, you're planting seeds for love and belonging. Second, I want to remind us to make the most out of this event this evening. In a world often filled with racism, injustice, and judgment, it can be very easy to forget that love exists. But tonight in this room, we are reminded. This event is a reflection of God's love, a love that calls us to uplift and celebrate one another. So let's honor the award winners tonight and cheer for them as they come up. But let's also extend love this evening in those small moments that happen. Go out of your way to make someone at your table feel welcome, share a kind word, or have a meaningful conversation over dinner. Even a smile can make someone feel seen. Dr. King once said, "Darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. Hate cannot drive out hate, only love can do that." And it's love for one another that made this event possible. It's that love that creates and sustains community. And it's that love that we lean on to carry us through those most difficult times. Finally, keep this event going over the years. Keep celebrating one another, because at the end of the day, the greatest legacy we can leave is evidence of God's love in action, a love that uplifts, heals, and transforms. Thank you, and God bless.
Wow, only love breaks hate. Thank you so much. Please, everyone, stand up and help us thank Alex for this wonderful speech. Thank you, Alex, for these profound words. Wow. I think really this is why we need to have the Black Excellence Dinner. I think many of our efforts usually go unnoticed, but not today. Today, we want to acknowledge everyone who contributed to our community. And that's why I would love to invite Alice to go up on stage to deliver the student awards. So Alice is the Assistant Director of Student Leadership in Multicultural Student Programs and Services. So please, everyone, help me welcome Alice on the stage.
Good evening, everyone. The Notre Dame Black Excellence Awards are intended to honor the outstanding Black community members on campus. In the legacy of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., these individuals truly walk the walk and serve all communities at Notre Dame and beyond with dedication, commitment, and passion. Award recipients embody the excellence we see every day in aspects of impact, leadership, and achievement. This year, we received over 150 nominations from students, staff, faculty, and administration. And each and every person nominated, which you can see on the back of your program, represents a shining light to our community. Will those nominated please stand? Thank you so much. For this year's Black Excellence Awards, we assembled a diverse panel made up of undergraduate students, graduate students, faculty, and staff. The award panel read each and every nomination carefully, and we had a difficult decision to make as all the nominations were made with such care and enthusiasm. We truly hope that every single person nominated feels honored and celebrated tonight. However, the ultimate award recipients were determined by their personal excellence, contributions to the Black community, and embodiment of Martin Luther King Jr. values. I'm pleased to announce our student winners, starting with the undergraduates. Our first award recipient should come to no surprise to many. Receiving more nominations than any other undergraduate student, this student was passionately praised by the recommenders who commented on the student's dedication, commitment, and kindness. Amazingly, this student not only received many nominations, but they were also the person who submitted the most nominations, highlighting other students, staff, and faculty. This is just one example of that perfectly showcases their humility and disposition to never seek the spotlight themselves, but to model student leadership and recognize others around them first. This student has committed countless hours to the Black community, serving on the boards of clubs such as Shades of Ebony, the Black Cultural Arts Council, and Dance Africa. They have also led the Black First Year Retreat, also known as the Plunge. And they've created programming this year as an MSPS Senior Fellow. I promise this judging was not impacted by me, okay? Despite all this involvement, this student still somehow finds time to commit to their own excellence. Due to their extraordinary achievements in the classroom, labs, and clinic, this student has been accepted to some of the top medical schools in the country. Although I know she is yet to make her decision, I know she will impact the world with her dream of serving as an OBGYN to help the Black community. Please welcome to the stage this year's winner of the Martin Luther King Jr. Excellence Award, Frances Ubogu. Our second undergraduate student award is named in honor of creative visionary Maya Angelou, who used the transformative power of words and art to educate and inspire. Similarly, this award winner uses their voice and creativity to amplify underrepresented voices, while simultaneously fostering significant campus-wide conversations about race, identity, and belonging through their work with Black at ND. This Black Excellence Exemplar has worked as a research assistant for Professor Zachary Sell during the summer of 2023, where he further sharpened his knowledge of race and culture within the historical narratives of slavery. He also works as a program assistant for the Department of Africana Studies, his major along with film, television, and theater. Finally, in addition to his academic and research contribution, this student serves as an outstanding role model to the Black community. He is currently the vice president of Wabruta, where he has helped champion safe, brave spaces for Black men on campus with events such as Black Think Tank. And he has served as a mentor, or as the students call him, a father, to the first-year students at the Plunge Black Year First Year Retreat. Please welcome to the stage our Maya Angelou Creative Visionary Award winner, none other than Isaiah Hall. Oh, show your notes. Thank you. Here, I'll hold the envelopes. That's Isaiah. Here you go. Okay, it's so exciting, guys. We still have so many award winners to get through. Oh, I'm thrilled. Next, we would like to recognize our graduate and professional student award winners for Black Excellence. Honoring these students is an incredibly difficult task, as each student is already asked to accomplish so much, from classes, teaching, and research to their first career milestones like publication, work citations, and conference talks. We want to take this opportunity to recognize the incredible labor that our professional and graduate students do here on our campus, without which our university could not function. So could we please recognize all the amazing graduate and professional students? However, tonight we are excited to celebrate two particular graduate students who truly shine with Black excellence. Our first award winner is a scholar whose areas of interest include liturgical and sacramental theology, ethnography and ritual studies, sociology and anthropology of Christianity in Africa, and the theology and science of gratitude, just to name a few. As a PhD student in theology, majoring in liturgical studies, his dissertation explores the religious imagination of contemporary African Christians through the ethnographic study of Thanksgiving rituals in the Nigerian Catholic culture. He has presented his work at numerous conferences where his insights have inspired many. In addition to his academic pursuits, he has been a driving force between initiatives such as the African Graduate Club and the Madroma African Initiative. Yeah, woo! Mentoring countless students and fostering a sense of belonging. His leadership extends beyond academia. As Director of Faith Formation at St. Joseph Parish, he engages diverse communities in meaningful dialogue, promoting understanding and empathy. Additionally, he is the founder and team lead of Church Life Africa, an initiative which, quote, takes seriously the hope that the future of the church is in Africa by investing in lay theological education and service leadership in Africa, the world's largest population of Black peoples. His dedication to uplifting the global Black community and marginalized groups resonates deeply, reflecting the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. And of course, his commitment to faith and service to all made in the image and likeness of God is no better exemplified by the dedication of his life as an ordained Catholic priest. It is with great honor that I present this Graduate Black Excellence Award to Father Ken Amadi. Father Ken, congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you. Oh, is safe just like in the middle? Where did safe go? Okay. There are so many accomplishments to read, guys. Thank you for listening to my voice for so long, but the award recipients are just too amazing. So, last but not least, our second graduate award recipient is an award-winning scholar, mentor, mother, clinical psychologist, and photographer. They are a caring, upbeat, and treasured member of the psychology department due to their intellect and dedication as a mentor and researcher at Notre Dame and in the broader South Bend community. One nominator describes this person as an enthusiastic advocate and supporter of social justice for the development of the first group and course dedicated to psychology and law at Notre Dame, while also advocating for children in the local juvenile justice system as a clinical psychologist and providing untold hours of private support and mentorship for graduate and undergraduate students. After successfully earning their PhD in clinical psychology at the tender age of 60 in January of this year, they are currently a full-time clinical psychologist at the St. Joseph County Probate Court in South Bend, Indiana, proving that no age is truly too late. This person is an inspiration and trailblazer in their field and community, and the heartfelt nominations written for them indeed articulated the positive impact they have made during their time at Notre Dame. This person exemplifies Black excellence in action, aligned with Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.'s values, given her profound dedication to service, social justice, faith, leadership, and community engagement. It is with great honor that I present this Graduate Black Excellence Award to Dr. Claire Scott Bacon. Can we please give Francis, Isaiah, Father Ken, and Claire, Dr. Claire, another round of applause. All right, and this is just the first half of our award ceremony, you guys. There's an exciting second half for faculty and staff, but before we get into that, I'm going to bring up Safe to introduce our second esteemed keynote speaker. Thank you.
Wow. It's like we all saw these names coming, you know, like we already knew that they were gonna get this winning. Like Francis, shout out to you. You have been my friend since day one. First person I've seen on campus, and she literally, whenever she sees me, she's like, safe! And I just know it's Francis, and then we hug. I love you, Francis. And everyone else, thank you so much. You deserve it. You have been an excellent change in our community. You have positively impacted us, and we all witness that. It's with a great honor to introduce our second keynote speaker of the day. Dr. Wycliff was born in Liberty, Texas on December 17th, 1946. Driven by the dearth of employment and educational opportunities for African American in Texas, Wycliff's parents moved their family to Kentucky in 1954. Wycliff graduated from the University of Notre Dame in 1969, so one of our founding fathers, literally, in Notre Dame as Black community. And while attending graduate school on Woodrow Wilson Fellowship at the University of Chicago, Wycliff was reveated local news organizations' coverage of a police raid on the Black Panthers headquarters on the west side. Deciding on journalism as a career, Wycliff returned to Texas and accepted the position as general assignment reporter at the Houston Post. Please, everyone, welcome with me on the stage Dr. Dawn Wycliff. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. It is such an honor to be here tonight for this event, which I couldn't have conceived of 60 years ago when I first came here. Yeah, here we are on the 11th day of the new golden age of America. Or should I say the gilded age of America? You got to put up with this because I made my living for years writing opinion. I'm especially pleased about the focus of this event, Black Excellence. As I'm sure you're all aware, there's a highly vocal segment of the American public that would have us believe that term is an oxymoron, that blackness and excellence can't exist in the same body. But here we have a room full of evidence to the contrary. Give yourselves an applause. I've been asked to speak tonight on progress and hope. The progress that we've made as a nation and a people and an institution toward racial justice and equity and inclusion, and the hope we have for additional progress. Let me begin by saying I am exceedingly proud tonight of the progress that my alma mater, Notre Dame, has made over the 60 years since I first came here. If you had told me we would someday have black deans and holders of endowed chairs and administrators of all kinds, a black student body big enough to warrant an event like this, I'd have had you fitted for a straitjacket. Not to mention coaches of the 3 major sports teams, the most outward-facing representation of the university in the world. I'm very proud of Notre Dame tonight. As I said, I came here in September of '65, almost 60 years ago, and I think it would be fair to describe that year and that period as the high water mark of the civil rights movement. By way of context, it was in March of '65 that the great Selma to Montgomery March, Voting Rights March, occurred. And in August of that year, 1 month before school started, that the Voting Rights Act was passed and signed into law by President Johnson, Lyndon B. Johnson. And in the same September when I started school here, President Johnson issued an executive order forbidding discrimination in federal hiring and contracting. Just FYI, that executive order was revoked last week by the current occupant. It was in June 1964, 1 year earlier, that Notre Dame's Father Ted Hesburgh locked arms with Martin Luther King Jr., Dr. King, at Soldier Field in Chicago at a rally advocating passage of the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which brought Jim Crow to an end. And a year before that, on this very campus at the Steppen Center, Dr. King came and addressed an audience here in South Bend. And just to look in a different chronological direction, it would be 7 years after '65, in the fall of 1972, when Notre Dame would admit its first female undergraduates. That's a different facet of equity and inclusion. If I recall correctly, I was one of 11 black freshmen in our class of 1,600. My father drove me to Notre Dame from Terre Haute, Indiana, where I had graduated that spring from Schulte High School, a Catholic school. It was a Friday afternoon when we arrived, September 17th, as I recall. I busied myself getting settled into Farley Hall, and my dad attended some activities for parents. Somewhere along the way, my dad found a copy of a Notre Dame publication, that period's equivalent of today's Notre Dame magazine. It contained an article about Father Hesburgh's work on civil rights and his efforts to bring more Negro students to Notre Dame, as we called ourselves then. Daddy called the article to my attention and said, "You know that's why you're here." As I said, there were 11 of us black students in that freshman class, and we more than doubled the number in the other classes. There were only 2 black faculty members there then, Professor Adam Arnold in the business school and Professor William Richardson in the Spanish department. Among those other black undergrads was a fellow named Alan Page. You may have heard of him. He was a junior when I was a freshman, and he played on the football team. He was a member of the 1966 National Championship team, earned All-American honors, and went on to have a Hall of Fame career in the National Football League. Among the other 10 black freshmen in my class was a fellow named William Bill Hurd. You may have heard of him. He ran track for Notre Dame and was, for a period, the world's fastest man. I'd like to read you the opening paragraph of his essay in Black Domers. He writes, "By the time I was a senior at Memphis's all-black Manassas High School in 1965, I had run the 100-yard dash in 9.3 seconds, then an unofficial national high school record. I had won consecutive citywide math contests, completed 2 advanced placement courses, been elected senior class president, and become the cadet lieutenant colonel, battalion commander of the National Defense Cadet Corps, similar to junior ROTC. Now, with those credentials, I expected he would tell me he was valedictorian of the class. But actually, he was fourth in that class. All-black school, and they still had all that firepower left after a guy with a record like this. Bill's a good friend. I mentioned these two men, Alan Page and Bill Hurd, because they were and are indisputable examples of black excellence. And their presence at Notre Dame was the result of a practice, affirmative action, that is much derided now and widely misrepresented. What it's really about is seeking out talent in places you're not accustomed to looking for it. I don't know how Alan Page came to attend Notre Dame, but athletes with All-American and Hall of Fame talents and the intellectual ability to subsequently become a highly regarded jurist, he was a member of the Minnesota State Supreme Court, don't usually just stumble onto campus. They're sought out, recruited, pursued. They become targets of affirmative action. As for Bill Hurd, he describes in his essay how he chose Notre Dame. He was courted by many institutions, but Notre Dame won him because the Irish track coach, Alex Wilson, went out of his way to attend one of Bill's track meets in Memphis and see him in person. He chose to look for talent in places he was not accustomed to looking. But it wasn't just athletes who were pursued. At Notre Dame and throughout the nation, predominantly white universities recognized what they and the nation had been pleased to ignore for centuries, that excluding black students was not only unfair to the excluded, but impoverishing for the intellects and souls of the white students who were included. As early as 1963, the Notre Dame student government initiated an effort to increase black enrollment here with an institution called the Committee on Negro Enrollment. It was created by Jay Cooper, a black student from Mobile, Alabama, and a member of a prominent black family with a multi-generational Notre Dame legacy. When I became a senior, I became chair of CONE, C-O-N-E, which by then had been renamed the Committee on Minority Enrollment. Among our members, by the way, was a classmate of mine, a man named Eric Wishhouse. You may have heard of him. Eric is still the only Notre Dame grad ever to win a Nobel Prize. I offer up these tidbits of our history to stimulate your interest. Before I came here, there had been other black students, starting with Fraser Thompson back in the 1940s. And after I graduated, there were others, many others, including in the class of 2010, Katie Washington, the first black valedictorian. And so now we find ourselves at the dawn of our new golden age, and affirmative action has been outlawed, and diversity, equity, and inclusion is a concept that is blamed for everything from hangnails to air crashes. Critical race theory is now a plot to steal white people's self-esteem. It's hard to be optimistic at this moment, but sunny optimism has never been our thing as black folks. We have always been a hopeful people because we have always been a people of faith. We have, as the old hymn says, come this far by faith, leaning on the Lord. As James Weldon Johnson put it, we sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. We sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. We've been disarmed of affirmative action and DEI and CRT, but we're not left defenseless. We have resources. To begin with, we have allies. No progress ever happens without allies. On top of that, we have the degrees and honors and legacies and knowledge that we've accumulated over the last many decades, especially here at ND, where, as my old professor Frank O'Malley used to say, our blood is in the bricks. Here at Notre Dame, we have a special resource, our Catholicism. This institution is part of a worldwide communion, and it possesses a deep well of social teaching that speaks of things like the common good and the preferential option for the poor, even when the popular discussion is of individualism and grasping. And finally, we have our stories, our spiritual propellant that no amount of denial and delusion among legislatures and governors and White Houses can erase. These stories of Black excellence and overcoming are part of our social capital as a people. We must hand them on and hand them down from generation to generation like the treasures they are. They are part of the warp and woof of Black history, which, as the great essayist James Baldwin wrote, quote, testifies to nothing less than the perpetual achievement of the impossible. And so, ladies and gentlemen, let's raise a toast to Black excellence, and I love thee, Notre Dame. Thank you.
Wow. I don't know what to say after that. I feel like we are all part of an ongoing story that was long lived before us and most likely will live long after us. And we are building upon the contributions of previous generations, and now it's our turn to hand on the torch to the next one. Yeah, I mean, thank you so much. This is really heart-filling speech and inspiring for us. And I think we need to keep going with the nominations, to keep celebrating the people who have done great to our community. And with that, I would love to invite to the stage Ms. Eve Kelly, the Executive Director of Institutional Transformation and Staff Belonging.
Don't get too excited. I can't really see anymore, and this is in 12-point font. I am happy to announce our winners of the Black Excellence Staff Awards for this year. Staff members on campus enrich the student experience in so many ways. And we would like to thank every staff member present tonight for all you do to serve our campus. Our first staff recipient is someone who undertakes pivotal work to make Notre Dame more accessible to all. They embody kindness, strength, compassion, and servant leadership in the spirit of Dr. Martin Luther King. They go above and beyond to amplify Black voices at Notre Dame and travel across the United States Africa, which is a continent, increasing applications from some countries over 200%, and the Middle East, in order to inform students of different undergraduate opportunities available to them. As a first-generation Notre Dame alum, they are passionate about equalizing the playing field and advocating for diversity on our campus. His trademark beautiful smile, notable among friends and colleagues, authenticity, and positive attitude have helped prospective students find their own journeys here. His service to our community extends to the greater area as he sits on the board of directors at the Center for the Homeless and continues to ensure that every person feels heard and valued. Please join me in celebrating our first award recipient, Shamar Cousin. Oh, sure. Ooh, chocolate cake. Our second staff award recipient is someone who inspires, heals, and embodies Black excellence through their efforts to enhance the connection, unity, and strength of the Black community at Notre Dame. As one of 3 Black mental health specialists at ND, they've organized dozens of therapy circles and wellness groups for Black students to address issues of grief, trauma, and isolation. Their dedication to the Black community does not stop at just the students. They also served as the chair of the Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion and Belonging at the University Counseling Center, UCC, and serve as the current president of the Black Faculty and Staff Association, the BFSA. As president of BFSA, they, quote, foster inclusivity and belonging for all Black staff and faculty at the university, regardless of their position or status. A proud native of the Wajak, and a first-generation college student, they continue to be an advocate and resource for Black students, staff, and faculty here at Notre Dame. In the words of her nominator, their presence lights up any room. She radiates Black beauty, success, care, and power in all that she does and in who she is. Her influence extends to everyone she encounters, her family, her colleagues, and anyone fortunate enough to be in her presence. Please join me in celebrating my friend and homie, the second staff award recipient, Miss Tiffany Russell. Last, but certainly not least, our faculty awards. Faculty form the backbone of the academic experience at a university, shaping our intellectual thought as they act in it as instructors, advisors, and mentors. We thank all of the faculty contributing to the Black excellence at Notre Dame, but we are excited tonight to recognize 2 faculty members in particular. Our first faculty recipient stands out the many nominations they received, highlighting their kindness, compassion, and eagerness to listen to students. As one nominator put it, this professor is one of the most loving and caring faculty members in the department. An innovator in the field of soft matter and automated material synthesis, this recipient is not just dedicated to chemical engineering, but also to mentoring and uplighting marginalized students within the sciences. Outside of the classroom, they are always willing to step in, from volunteering their time for our Futures Recruitment Weekend to serving as a faculty fellow for the Transformational Leaders Program. Finally, our award winner's service extends beyond the Notre Dame community. In alignment with Martin Luther King's vision, this professor has contributed their time and ideas to a Black male-focused mural project as part of the Beloved Community Initiative within South Bend. Although they are early in their career, we have no doubt that they will continue to shine as a bright example of Black excellence. Please welcome to the stage, Dr. Gabriel Burks. Our second faculty recipient is someone who has left a tremendous impact on the Notre Dame graduate community. Their outstanding leadership and advocacy in the space has led to multiple prestigious fellowship and award winners, notably NFS Graduate Research Fellowships, Fulbright Scholarships, especially for underprivileged students. They embody the servant leadership qualities of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and have championed the diversity of Our Lady's Graduate School. Leading to record-breaking graduate school applications, their mentorship has uplifted our community by providing life-changing resources, connections, and support. A recommender noted that this award winner inspired her to continue to do important diversity work on this campus. This recipient has empowered many students to successfully transition into graduate students. She is a trailblazer who has made Notre Dame better, known for her tough but tender love. Please join me in celebrating Dr. Noree McDonald.
Congratulations to all of our 2025 Black Excellence Award recipients. As you all may know, one of our taglines for Walk the Walk Week is, "What's your next step?" And as part of our next steps in celebrating this year's award winners, in partnership with Notre Dame Athletics, each of this year's award recipients are invited to attend the Thursday, February 6th women's basketball game against Stanford as a special guest of the women's basketball program. So on Thursday, February 6th at 8:30, Notre Dame women's basketball will host a Black History Month night at their game against the Cardinal. During the game, each of this year's award winners will be celebrated as a Black Excellence Award recipient, alongside additional promotional and in-game elements to celebrate Black history at Notre Dame and beyond. Notre Dame students, undergraduate and graduate, including all of you attending this event, are eligible to claim a free ticket at Gate 2 of Joyous Center with a valid student ID while supplies last. Student tickets are first come, first serve, and early arrival is highly encouraged. Faculty, staff, and additional non-tri-campus students in attendance may purchase tickets while supplies last. Members of the Black Faculty and Staff Association may purchase a discounted ticket while supplies last to the game using the special link provided through the BFSA newsletter. Thank you again to our partners, Notre Dame athletes, for their contribution to this year's Black Excellence Gala and ensuring that we can all truly be together Irish. And I also want to thank all our sponsors for this event. Thank you so much. Without your generous support and donations, without your networks that supported us in this event, we wouldn't have been possible. So thank you all. Now, I appreciate art, poetry, and literature. And this event wouldn't have been complete without a student giving their art/performance piece on stage. And accordingly, I would love to invite one of the undergraduate students majoring in psychology with minors in business, economics, and real estate. She is a creative writer, and she's an example of excellency in poetry. And tonight, she will be performing one of her original poems called Black Love. Please. Oh, you already know who she is? All right, drum roll, please. Welcome the one and only Priscilla.
Hi, everyone. Okay, so today I'm going to be reading a poem titled Black Love. Let me put on my glasses, please. Okay. As an African, I never really saw love in my own home. It was as if they were too afraid to commit a taboo, but they stood in front of hundreds of people and proclaimed their love, saying, "I do." As they danced around each other, almost as if reliving their teenage years, avoiding all things parents. They read cringy poems like, "Roses are red, violets are blue, every love song reminds me of you. The love in your eyes is visible. But then again, I can see the pain. The pain of a mother screaming out her voice for her husband's attention after bringing life to the world, but her body just didn't bounce back to how it used to be. The pain of a woman craving a love she's known her whole life, but has run dry. When most people think about love, they think about the happy moments. But they never really think about what love can do to you when it hurts. like how your brain becomes your biggest hater and runs you through every tiny detail over and over and over and over and over and over until you snap. A broken heart is a heart with no morals, a heart in so much pain it would do anything without a second thought. The journey to healing is a path to more heartbreak. From a different point of view, you would think it is addicted to the pain, like an addict and their heroin, caged in an infinite loop of pain, yet craving the comfort and warmth of another. With a cold heart, it drags you in, guarded but still leaving you wanting more. As you intertwine hands, you think to yourself, who broke you? A person so beautiful, with hair that inspires Mother Nature, and skin so deep and rich and melanated, and when you get cold, you get goosebumps that resemble the night sky with beautiful stars. And a heart so big like a full moon on a gloomy night. As you stand there with little to no hope for love, you realize that you let yourself go. The woman that stood with so much confidence that it shook fear in everyone. The confident woman, the independent woman that needed nothing a man could offer. Where did she go? She was created to protect herself. Yes, as it is comforting to lead and stand alone to protect your heart, every queen needs a king. So although she has a heart that is still healing, she craves a love that can only be found in R&B music. The 90s type of love that doesn't end without effort, with both sides fighting and frightened like their lives depend on it, going on cute dates to the movies and roller skating. A love that prompts you to love yourself twice as hard. A love that leaves you gasping for air because you know you're in too deep. A love that scares you because you know when it ends, you will never be the same. But it is so rare to see a black woman find the love that she wants, a love that she thinks she deserves, because for so long she has been trampled over and neglected, only for the black man to fall for her. She has the curves, lips, and sassy attitude, and the fire. She has the lips, and sassy attitude, and the fire that makes you cringe when you see on her, but you love on Becky with the blonde hair. The way that a black woman is loved is the same way we love and appreciate the motherland, taken for everything she is worth and left aside to wither and die, just waiting to be seen. And hopefully she get a love that brings a new meaning to love songs, a love so bright that maybe it blinds you from the hate you have against the melanated woman. But until the system breaks down, as a black woman, I can love myself. Thank you.
Wow. Wow. Another clap, everybody. Please. Isn't this fascinating? The use of words. Well, I've always been fascinated with language and the way you use it to communicate ideas, abstract ideas, or maybe things from one another. Isn't it, like, don't you think the same? Like, language is such a weird thing. You can communicate something to someone without showing them. Like, and most of the time you haven't even seen that thing yourself. You're just talking and you're communicating. Language is such a powerful tool. Words inspire thoughts and inspire hope. I believe to be a great leader, to be a change maker, is to be eloquent with words. But it must be paired with action. Remember, Martin Luther King, when he gave his speech, it was after long hours dedicated to organize the March on Washington. He invested a lot of effort to lead by example, not just to go and say these few words. So I encourage you all here today to use your words to inspire the change you want to be in the society, to be eloquent, to inspire hope. Students, staff, and faculty, you are the change makers of our generation. You're going to hand the torch to the next generation. Use your words to inspire hope, but lead with example. Do the progress. Don't just talk the talk, but also walk the walk. Don't just talk the talk, but walk, walk. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope this was a lovely evening, but it wouldn't be complete without inviting on the stage for closing remarks my boss, Mr. Kaza, please.
Thank you. We're keeping him for the next one. Is that okay? Is that okay? They didn't say yes. Thank you, Safe. Thank you so much, Safe. Thank you so much for once more deeming it necessary to be here when you had other obligations on your time, when you had places to be that might have been warm and that might rhyme with home. And by rhyme, I mean you could have been at home. So I appreciate that you're here, that you deemed it necessary to make known our compromise with time and to make known our promise to the future. It is a promise that we remark on once every year and is annually funded by our fantastic sponsors. Can we say thank you to the sponsors, right? Because they make this happen and I can just talk the talk. We are going to walk the walk and they're going to pay the bills. So thank you so much to our sponsors, because every revolution starts not just with words, my friend, it starts with a paycheck. So thank you so much to our sponsors. We appreciate you. We acknowledge you. And we need you next year with a few more zeros. Is that okay? And so we changed the order of this event. We reduced a few elements to ensure that we ended on time. Because like I said, we started at 7 o'clock sharp. And so I must thank those who have contributed to this event. I must thank those who have worked in this department. I must thank you for your countless hours in the BSA in Shades, students, staff, faculty, who replied to my emails a few days late, but that's okay. And I must thank you for being there when it was inconvenient to be there, so that today we can appreciate the majesty and glory of Black excellence. So thank you all for everything you've done, not just today, but everything leading up to today. And in these closing remarks, as we consider what our guest speakers have said, the emotions that Priscilla inspired in us in her powerful poem, when we look at the photos that mark the day we chose our very best clothing items, we must not simply remember that we had the best meal of our entire lives, but we must remember this particular moment, a moment where we all rise in celebration, in conviction, in determination. Clapping with me. Stand up if you're a nominee. Stand up, rise up if you're a nominee. Rise up if you're a guest judge. Rise up if you're a sponsor. Rise up if you support Black excellence at Notre Dame. Rise up if you support Black excellence across this country. And rise up if you support Black excellence across this world. Because my friends, this is not just a dinner to mark a moment in time. This is a reaffirmment. This is an alignment. This is Black excellence in 2025. I thank you all for this night. I thank you all for your promise. I thank you all for your time. Thank you so much. We appreciate you all. Thank you so much. We appreciate you all. And we invite you to stay and to talk and to reflect. We will have music. We will play the films you couldn't play. But stay here, reflect. But most importantly, get back home safe. And so I thank you all. Be safe, and may God bless you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.